My career is a tale of two cities, the city of reacting and the city of responding. And for the first few years, I reacted majorly. I took whatever I could get. I was fired, I was laid off, I did temp jobs, anything that would get me on a flight and pay my rent. I mean, that was really what motivated me. But at the same time, there was this thing in me that wanted to express. I wanted to do something more with my life eventually. And there was a turning point moment. I was living in Hawaii, and a couple of years earlier, I'd started up a sort of side hustle, a secretarial business that I provided admin services to small businesses. And I'd been chasing Queen's Hospital, which is the biggest hospital in the islands, for about a year. And finally, the administrator calls me and he goes, "Okay, we're ready to see you." So I go in. And we're standing he walks me into this big, long room. And we're standing at the end of the room and he's pointing down the room and he's saying things like, "So we need 2 or 3 more desks in here. We need to fit more people. And probably these big old filing cabinets need to go." And I'm standing there going, "I'm sorry, what?" I'm here to do paper flow and filing systems. What are we talking about? Clearly, I don't say it out loud because what's also happening is he's describing this and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can see it. I can totally see it." But I'm having this experience of but I've never done this. I don't want to embarrass him. I don't want to embarrass me. But my God, I want something different in my life. I want a bigger change, a bigger challenge. I've got 2 parents who are architects. Surely that must have rubbed off somewhere down the line. Where the heck am I going to who's going to measure this space and furniture? And he turns to me and he goes, "So can you do it?" And I take a very deep breath because I've been silent the whole time externally. And I turn to him and I say, "Yes." And it was true and it was resonant and it was responding. I left there. I figured it out. I did big projects for them for the following years. And that was one of the most significant steps towards me continuing to say yes and to seek out opportunities where I was responding. Because responding is when it's based on what feels best for us. Reacting is when we're reacting to what's happening to us. Responding, we're like, what's best for me? And the thing about career change is it pushes us to react because none of us are terribly competent in that area. We're used to being competent in our roles. But when we're in career change, we're much less competent. So there's a push to react. And that's when we must respond. And that's been my work for the last 15 years, is working with leaders to support them in finding roles, responding to the career change process so they find roles where they belong.